22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Start the drive.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stopped short of the 30. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Running right through him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Jets! Jalen Guyton from 8 yards out. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the double. Hey, ready?
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Bond, a quick throw, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The middle with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mon. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about it. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. These two teams all tied after 1. man in motion. They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Mond ran last time. Here he'll throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. Bond going to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Olave. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's got room. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for the touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mond looks to throw. Flushed out right. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Mon. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down. Ball ready.
On 4th down, Mon. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Left. Ready.
Another try for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 22, Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Moore, the man in motion. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here for their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 7. Mon escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt
under pressure again, and down he goes again. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check you. Ultra. Right.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In motion right is Wilson. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson trying to lay one up deep.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trouble, 38. Striker, 3-3. Ready?
They begin with a run by Barkley. And some space here.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Second and 4.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Mond out of the shotgun.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. Dances by him. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 15-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Slide for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Touchdown!
Jalen Guyton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And Barkley did not get there. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll go to Barkley again. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ready up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25.
157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing now is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Carter.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Wilson to throw.
Able to connect with Mims.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Now they send a man in motion right. Wilson going to throw for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They go play action here. Mon.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is remember.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
A give running right is Hall.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for our visitors, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory.
And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.